Welcome back to the channel. Today was a unique day. I originally had the plan after yesterday, doing the 40, the broad jump, the power clean, that I was probably gonna take today off. I woke up this morning, it was one of those days that I felt like I just needed to go and hit something heavy. Everything was still firing on all cylinders. I felt really good. So I went to the gym and decided we're gonna be maxing out on a power jerk today. Everything went incredible. The whole session itself took probably 40 minutes in total, maybe probably a little bit less than that. But the jerk has been something that has been my main focus for my upper body work. So doing the bench press, a lot of the accessory for the upper body stuff has been focused on trying to help create a bigger power jerk. The goal that I have set for a power jerk is I want to jerk 200 kilos. Today, I did hit a lifetime personal best on the power jerk, and I'll let you guys see that as we go through today. If you guys have already been on Instagram, I posted it prior to posting this video, so spoiler, you guys have already seen what that end number is. Because of the period that I'm at in this training cycle, where this week was focused on testing, mainly focused on that 40-yard dash, the broad jump, and the power clean, waking up this morning feeling like I still had something in the tank, I decided to go to the gym, and I knew that it's not really taking away from anything because we're at the end of this phase. We're finishing up this training cycle. Hitting some heavy lifts and kind of burying yourself is not necessarily a negative thing at this point, because the next training cycle is going to start the following week, and we're going to be bringing everything back down as we kind of build up specifically for some strength work and some other sprint type stuff that we're going to do in the next training cycle. So going into the gym, I knew something was going to happen that was going to be very good. I had one of those feelings, and I've had this multiple times throughout my life, where I just know that a heavy number is there. The jerk was the last thing that I had kind of written down that I wanted to test for this training cycle. Today happened to be the day where I felt like I was able to do something incredible. You guys will see that in the video. So I'll let you guys get into the video. There's no audio with everything, so it's just gonna be me lifting with a little bit of a soundtrack behind it. We had some music going on in the gym, and really, I got into this mind frame where I didn't really want to talk to the camera. I was just focused on hitting my lifts. I didn't have much to say at the time. I felt like I just had tunnel vision towards building up to that 1 rep max on the power jerk. So what I will say before we get into today's training session is make sure to subscribe. We still have the 5,000 subscriber goal going on right now, where when we hit 5,000 subscribers on the channel, I'm gonna be releasing a free program. It's an 8-week speed program, 5 days a week, everything laid out for you guys to get out onto the track and become the fastest version of yourself. We're over 4,100, so we're moving on there, slowly creeping our way up to that 5,000 subscriber mark. So if you're here for the first time, you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. Let's get the free program out for everybody else. Other than that, have fun watching the training today. And there you have it. That last jerk was something that I've been pushing towards for a long time. So the way that I built up is I wanted to get to about 175 fairly quick. So I went 70, 120, 45, 65, 75. Once I got to 175, my focus was just trying to be as aggressive as possible, make sure that I'm getting the bar off the shoulders with as much power as possible, and then just lock it out overhead. What ended up happening is I did 175, did 185. 185 felt a little shaky. I went up to 191 because 190 is my all-time best, and I didn't want to burn too much energy going 190 and then trying to go something a little bit heavier than 190. So I hit 191, but the first attempt that I did on 191, as you guys will see there, is I got the bar off the shoulders really well. It just ended up getting out in front of me. So as I started to lock it out, even though my arms almost got fully locked out on that jerk, it was just too far out in front of me where there was no mass underneath the bar to stop it. I reset, went for that next rep. On the second rep, the only thing I was really focused on doing is trying to drive that bar straight up and then get that bar above my shoulders so I have my body below the bar to kind of lock it out. So rather than having the barbell be out in front and my center of mass behind that bar, which is what happened on that first rep, and the bar ends up falling down, when I got that bar up and over, I made sure to get my center of mass underneath that barbell, hold it out overhead. The 191 felt really good. I did debate for a while on whether or not I wanted to go for like a 195 or something, but I decided to play it smart. My general rule when I'm doing any sort of a max out session in the weight room is if I hit a lifetime PB, then I finish it. Regardless of how good that lifetime PB is, I don't go for another repetition after that because I've just done something that I've never done before in my life. So a 191 power jerk is something that I've never done before in my life. So rather than pushing that and going up to like 195 or something close to 200, I think 200 kilos is there. It has to be on a day where I think the technique is gonna be pristine. Everything has gotta click and be there at the right time. So my focus now is we're going to prep for that 195 to 200 going into this next training cycle and bring everything back down, focusing on building that overhead position. We'll probably start off with a lot of strict press variations, some push press variations, build our way back into doing the jerks, and then we'll be hitting towards 195, 200 kilos at the end of the next training cycle. And given that the next training cycle is going to be a strength focused cycle, I've got a lot of time to kind of build a good solid foundation before getting back into the power jerk. So we're probably not going to be doing power jerks for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Focus on building up the strict press, focus on building up the push press, and then we'll transition back into the power jerks where in my mind, I already know 195 plus is there. It was probably there today had I really wanted to go for it. But like I said, one lifetime PB, call it quits, refocus, build a new plan, and then aim for that new lifetime PB. So that's gonna be the focus on the overhead work when we go into the next training cycle. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you're still here and you watched the entire thing, I appreciate you. Make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you again next week.